I'm out here this morning. I'm going to dig up this apricot tree. It grew in the fence last year, and I never did get to it. I was wanting to get to it before it leafed out, but I'm going to go ahead and dig it up because it'll get bigger and be harder to get out. So I'm going to dig it up. Well, I got 4 apricots to plant, and I got this one out of the fence. It was so flexible I could just kind of bend it out of the fence, and it's got a nice taproot on it. And what I'm going to do is just plant them right over here because I got comfrey coming up, and they'll grow and shade the roots of the apricot trees and just be like a little nursery, and the comfrey will take care of them and feed them and give them minerals and shade, because that comfrey will get huge. And so that's what I'm going to do, is put them right here and let them grow up. When they get bigger, then I can put them somewhere else in the food forest. But if these grow up and bear fruit, I'll have a gob of apricots for us and the chickens. And where I got these, last year we put some leaves in here, and seeds were in the leaves. And I seen them come up, I thought, oh golly, there's apricot babies. So now I got my babies. I'm going to put them in the nursery. And the comfrey is their nurse. I got the babies planted, and right in here I dug up a comfrey root. It was clear over here. So if comfrey roots come up around this, I don't mind it. And plus, when the comfrey gets bigger, I can chop and drop it around these plants, and they'll benefit from that too. So now I gotta water them, and I'm glad to get them in the ground. And these little ones that was in them bowls, they're probably glad to get in the ground. This is some lemon mint coming up right here, and this is a raspberry right there. And I might dig that up and move it, put it somewhere else. I've been wanting to do it, kind of move them all over the food forest instead of just having in this area. I'm going to plant raspberry here, but the first pile of leaves we brought in rotted down, and it's really breaking down good, getting our soil a lot better. I'm real happy about that. And I can see some of the manure Bill put in here. I love it. Here's a raspberry here I planted, and one right there. And one right there, little one. And right next to the raspberry, I just left it. It's a bird of paradise. And I don't mind them growing together, because I like a jungle in my garden. And that's what makes it food for us. All the plants be growing together. I'm going to move these daylilies, and maybe I can get more and separate them, get them out of this pathway. Not because they're in my way, but when I walk through there, it's okay. But if I drag a water hose in here, it'll hit them. So I got plans for them somewhere. This is like a cabbage that was here, and I staked it, tied it up, fenced it through the winter, keep the chickens off of it. And now it's really going to town. And it's looking good. And once in a while, I'll come by and eat a piece. Bill's been hauling some stuff around to our junk pile. Kind of getting that driveway cleaned up. And he's got the little dogs with him. They're his helpers this morning. Are you helping? You're a good helper. We come out here, take a break. I brought some cookies out here for the dogs. So they're taking their break too. So it's nice to sit under here and take our break. And to sit here and look at the garden. Yesterday we went to Harbor Freight and I bought me this mug for my ice water. Bill has one and it keeps his ice real cold, so I experimented with it yesterday and I had ice, and this morning I still had ice in it, so I'm glad to get that. It was fun going Harbor Freight. So Bill's going to eat his banana up, so I better start eating mine. What's good about having all these different beds, that each one of them is different. This is going to be a little walkway between the willows. The sunchokes will come up here, and everything will just get so big. And I got some asparagus coming up right there. I like this big bed because it gets wild and crazy. Apple tree. And then I got my blackberries and garlic. And over here my sunchokes are coming up. That's nice. Now I'll have some comfrey coming up over here. And Belle found a pecan. I just love having all these beds being different. Even if I get willows, because I chop and drop willows too and give it back to the food forest. Put Red John out and his girls, and after we get through working, we shut all the gates, make sure they can't go into the gardens, and start letting them out. Everybody's mostly free ranging. I appreciate y'all coming by. Thanks for watching. I know. From out west Homestead. I'll see you.